Hey, welcome to Kevin's Corner. Today, we're going to be talking about the arch enemy of almost any paint project, and that is contamination, as well as give you some great tips on how to prevent it, show you around the new Evolution paint gun and some other award-winning fantastic products. The gun ships just like this, with a fluid tip and cup attached, as well as a gun wrench, a pre-filter, a fitting, and a cleaning brush. And although this cleaning brush is nice to have, you really need to have a better gun cleaning kit for all your spray guns. Now this, believe it or not, is not a spray gun cleaning kit. It's a welding file kit. And although these tiny little files can get inside the machined surfaces of your paint gun, they never ever should. This is for cleaning up welding tips, not spray guns. This is Eastwood's Master Spray Gun Cleaning Kit, and it's a great investment. It comes with all different sizes of all kinds of different brushes and different lengths, tips, interchangeable picks, a soft bristled brush, and enough spray gun lube to last you pretty much a lifetime. But this is what I'm most excited about. This is Eastwood's award-winning Aerosol Injected Cleaner. This cleaner virtually eliminates the need for that 5-gallon bucket of cleanup thinner in the corner of your shop and for generating a bunch of liquid waste. And although it can be used for other things in your shop, like cleaning fuel lines or brake lines out during your project's assembly, primarily my favorite use for this is cleaning spray guns. It ships with this additional top to fit into tight recesses, or it's got a conical shape here that will seal to a paint gun and force the contamination of the fluids out through the fluid passages. But it is a solvent, so I'm going to wear gloves while I show you how to use it. The way it works is really pretty simple. All you're really doing is sealing up, opening the trigger, the cleaner, and you can see exactly what happens. You can also use a cleaner to provide a fine mist for rinsing off the other areas that overspray is going to get on the body of the paint gun. Now, if you think about it, you know that the only real place that paint comes into contact with your spray gun is right down through here, from the cup itself into the fluid passages and intermixes with the air that's coming up through the gun handle and the gun body. So not only is it not necessary to dunk this gun completely in thinner and let it soak, it's probably really not a good idea, because most times these internal passages are aluminum, and thinner has a certain amount of water. That corrosiveness can actually rot the inside of your paint gun. It can cause contamination inside of your paint gun that can come up and get lodged in the cap and the fluid tips and end up in your paint job. So really and truly, throw away that tank that you used to soak your paint guns in, pick up some of this cleaner. That's all you need to clean your spray guns. That's pretty cool. Now, another thing you may want to think about is a digital air gauge. This screws onto the gun body at the bottom of the gun at the air inlet, and you can instantly and accurately check the pressure of your gun, whether you're making changes in the booth or you just want to double check your compressor's output. This is a nice thing to have, and a little bit of insurance and reassurance. Now, the gun comes with a 1.4 tip already installed. But you can also get a 1.2, a 1.7, or a 2.0. So essentially, you've got 4 spray guns with only having purchased one and some extra accessories. So if you're diligent with your cleaning, you can have 4 spray guns for the price of an Evolution, which, as you know, is a bargain. Now, you may have noticed that I didn't put the gun cup back on the Evolution. That's because I wanted to show you this. This is a system that I started using a long time ago in collision shops. It's the PPS system, or Paint Preparation System, by 3M, and you can get it through Eastwood. Basically, it's a cup system with these liners that not only do they eliminate a lot of waste, they save you a lot of time and give you extra storage capabilities. Here's how it works. PPS has an outer cup and an inner liner. You can get these in different sizes. Basically, what you do is drop your liner in, fill your materials into the cup, snap on the cap, screw on the retaining ring, and you're ready to install this onto your paint gun. Now, you will need an adapter to attach the PPS cup to your spray gun. You can get this from Eastwood as well, and it threads on the same way that your gun cup would thread. Doesn't need to be gorilla tightened, it just needs a little bit of a snug, because it's a tapered fit on the seat. Then, pop it down, give it a twist, and you're locked in. not only are you ready and you can see your fluid level on here, is a relief valve here for displacement, just like the hole in the top of your cup. So when you're painting and your level is going down, it displaces and it doesn't starve the gun of fluids and give you a mist coat or a dry coat or overspray. It's a really neat system. On top of being able to be very versatile, it also gives you the option for if you're doing a two-tone or you want to save colors and you've got a long pot life, it comes with caps. You can put the cap in the top, sit this guy on the shelf for later on. The last thing I want to talk about is something that I get asked about an awful lot, and that is how to set up your spray gun. Well, I'm going to show you basic setup to where you can get a good head start, get a nice gun setup, and then you can dial it in to your taste a little bit later. And it starts with an empty gun with no air going in, just holding it and dealing with the controls. Now, there's certain controls on a spray gun that every spray gun has. One is the fluid delivery and the fan control. But a gun like this has an air delivery valve on the bottom to where it gives you an added convenience feature to where you can reduce your pressure instantly here on the fly without either going to a wall regulator or going to your digital gauge. The next thing that I want to talk about is fluid delivery. The basic setup is pulling the trigger all the way and taking your fluid delivery, which is backed out almost all the way, and pull it forward until you can feel that trigger move. You can see my finger moving. You can see that trigger moving. So basically until it acts like a stop, you've got almost 100% fluid delivery and you're allowing the gun to do what it was designed to do. The next thing is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little indicator. I can clearly see it here. And this is my fan control. Open your fan up all the way, which is usually counterclockwise. So your fan control open all the way, your fluid delivery open all the way. If you've got an inlet air valve down here, open it all the way. Let the gun do what it was designed to do. Essentially, this is a carburetor. It intermixes liquid and air in the fluid tip. It atomizes just like a carburetor does, so let it do its job. Now, with the basic gun setup, we can throw some air in this thing. Now this is water, so I'm not going to poison myself, but I can show you some basic tips. Now here you can see how these controls react. I'm going to take my fan control and tighten it all the way up. You can see I'm making a big circle right here. That's not what you want to do in a paint job. The only reason you ever want to tighten that up is to get inside a fender where you just can't reach. You can't fit the gun inside and you're trying to miscoat just to cover it up. Never ever on an exterior panel do you want to have this type of a pattern. So that's why I say fan all the way open. You get the nice elliptical or football shape right here, and you can do your pattern and your nice 50% overlap. Now your fluid, that's another thing. You can take that guy and choke it down. See, I'm barely getting a mist. If I'm doing a shade down or some custom painting, that's one thing. See, I'm getting a nice mist. And I open the guy all the way up, and I'm hosing it on, just like a garden hose. And that gives you versatility. It's another tool in the tool chest. But essentially, when you're spraying an exterior panel, wide open, baby. This is a great paint gun. This is great gear. The most important gear that you've got is this gear right here. That's the ultimate safety gear. You guys protect yourselves, paint safe, paint the world. Thanks for watching Kevin's Corner. See you next time.